What's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Fighterz here on the K-Wings Let's Plays channel, and it's time to continue more of this epic story. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button and share this video with a friend. We're gonna fight Tien again.
Woohoo!
And Cell, and who else did I see? Oh, Captain Ginyu.
Captain Ginyu.
Never liked him. He's just so weird.
He looks like he's happy.
Well, I mean, he's sneaky. He changes bodies with people, and yeah. You saw kind of.
Oh yeah, I saw a little bit of that. Where
Dragon Ball Extreme, yeah.
He was talking about changing bodies with somebody.
Yep. Well, Dragon Ball Extreme, it kind of does like a variation of the sagas of Dragon Ball Z, and then it does a little bit of Dragon Ball GT, which I don't like. I was not a big fan of GT. In fact, that was kind of when I said goodbye to Dragon Ball Z. I was like, you know what? It ended on a good note, and then they destroy Piccolo and Earth. Gohan is kind of like outshined by his dad, who goes Super Saiyan 4, which looks like a monkey in red pants.
Whoa.
Yeah, Goku with a tail, and he looks kind of like furry, like a... It's disturbing.
Wow.
And that's his ultimate form. He has red eyes.
Whoa, that's weird.
It's creepy. And Vegeta has a form like that too, but his wife makes a machine to turn him into Super Saiyan 4.
Oh wow, oh my gosh.
Well, because she's so smart.
Yep.
But I just hated GT, mostly because of Gohan's daughter Pan is in it. And she's like not the cute, adorable baby, but she is in Super.
Oh, okay.
She's an annoying kid character. It's like every Dragon Ball series has an annoying kid character that's in there. Whether it's Goku in Dragon Ball, and then Gohan for most of Dragon Ball Z until he becomes adult Gohan, which is cool.
So they made their personalities less annoying and crazy and Super, basically.
Well, Super was done by Toriyama. GT was done by his like sidekick.
Oh, okay.
And the animation company.
Oh, that makes sense that Bulma is flying the plane if she's that smart. So.
But yeah, I love Super. I'm so sad that it's ending in March, and I don't know what the next anime for Dragon Ball is going to be. No idea.
Maybe they could bring Chi-Chi on the plane to yell at people randomly. I don't know.
Well, I already know what I'm going to watch after Dragon Ball Super's over. I'm starting to watch Sword Art Online again because the new season of Sword Art Online starts in the spring. And it's been several years since the last one, so...
I know.
I think they're doing the Underworld arc, which I hope they do more for Kirito and Asuna's relationship. And speaking of that, this isn't the only anime game that we're doing, guys and gals. If you like SAO, we're doing the new Sword Art Online game that comes out in February, my birthday month. And it's a third-person shooter, but not. It's hard to explain. You'll see when we start looking at that game next month. Or not next month, in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I love Kirito and Asuna, but I think I liked them in the first, first show they were in, and then after that, I don't know if I like the other ones so much after that. So.
Yeah, she didn't really do much in the second season series or third season or whatever.
It's kind of like the first one was dramatic and had all the story, and then after that, it just, I don't know.
Well, the way that they did the first season, it feels like it could be broken up into two separate things.
Oh.
Because you have, like, the really intense SAO stuff, and then you have the other part of the season where they have them inside of, like, this Elder Quest elf game.
Yeah.
And then you could argue that the next show that came after that would have been the third season. But it wasn't. It was the second season.
Okay, I didn't expect I'd end up fighting my own clone.
You got this, Piccolo.
Power and other characteristics appear to be the same as mine. And I suppose its body and abilities are the same as mine as well. It's not every day an opponent shows up where you know all of their strengths and weaknesses. Nobody knows me better than me, after all. I can use that to my advantage. I'll pull out all the stops, since I'm basically fighting myself.
I want to see costumes in this game, though. I love when Piccolo wears that kind of cape thing.
Oh.
But whenever they show him fighting, he takes it off. It's actually weighted clothing.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that would be cool if you could actually fight with that cape on.
Well, I have a feeling that based on the popularity of this game, they're probably going to make another one again. Because they made like Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, which everybody wants us to play that, but I can't really understand how to do it. It came out on the Switch last year.
Yeah, well, this game is really giving me a better idea of Piccolo's voice, which is one of the deepest voices I've ever heard, so... Oh my gosh.
Piccolo's voiced by Vegeta in this game. It's the same guy, Chris Cybat.
Yeah, so what was the game you were talking about? Xenoverse?
Xenoverse is a Dragon Ball game that was before this.
Oh, okay.
This fighting game is developed by the Fighting Game Geniuses, one of my favorite developers in terms of fighting games. Arc System Works, the guys who created Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue.
Yeah. They didn't make Naruto, did they? Or?
No. But I would love to. I mean, if Naruto wasn't over, I would have loved to have a Naruto game like this.
Yeah.
Instead of the Naruto Storm games. This is amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't the same fighting style or whatever.
Well, this is a traditional, like, 2D fighter game with a lot of bells and whistles.
Mm-hmm.
It stays true to the original, like, 2D fighters, but it makes it feel like awesome.
Yeah, it makes sense, the people that made Guilty Gear, because that game looks really visually stunning too, so.
I've been playing Guilty Gear games for a long time. We have a couple of them. Xer.
Everything is extreme in this, which is really awesome.
It also has heavy metal if you've been listening to some of the music. That's also another thing about Guilty Gear is the metal.
Yeah, the music is awesome.
Of course, we couldn't play Guilty Gear on this channel, though, so... Bit too extreme. Fight!
The extremeness, yeah.
Ow! We're fighting somebody who's a little bit stronger than us. But we'll get it. I can't wait to fight you. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, you did have me go over the tutorial a little bit. I'm gonna have to go over it more, and I'm really gonna have to buckle down and... Oh my gosh. I have to be ready.
Well, the great thing about this game is all the characters are unlocked at the get-go.
Oh, so that is nice.
You can have your pick of characters to play, whether it's the original Dragon Ball Z cast, Dragon Ball Super characters, you know.
Yeah, just, I mean, just amazing that the lines and everything are just so clean on, like, I don't know, it just looks amazing. I just can't describe it.
Well, I mean, the style is similar to a Dragon Ball game that they had on the Super Nintendo. But it's, you know, much better, but it's similar. The only difference is when you knock people up into the air, you're not flying all the time. There used to be a way in some of the, like the Dragon Ball game that we're playing called Extreme.
Yeah.
You can actually knock people up and then stay up in the air. They didn't really do that with this one. They did their air juggling abilities, which air juggling has always been a big thing for Arc System Work games, where you can do insane combos in the air and stuff like that. But it still stays true to the heart of Dragon Ball, which is amazing.
Yeah, it just screams personality. All the characters are just...
Nappa.
They've got awesome poses. It's just...
Well, Toriyama's a genius, but I'm trying to think if he's done anything else other than Dragon Ball.
Like, it's like you said, it's like watching an actual episode.
Yep. Well, you have to remember that the technology has come so far with video games that with cell shading, it's just astounding.
I am completely blown away. Like, I don't even feel like this game is real. That's what I feel like.
If this game doesn't get Game of the Year, it would be criminal. Because, I mean, this is not just a fighting game. This is... I can't even, like, form words. I am just, like... Every time I play this game and I look at it, it's just like... Wow.
Yep.
I mean, that right there.
That's awesome.
That's something that happened in the show all the time.
I mean, I don't even really listen. I mean, I don't really listen to that much heavy metal or anything. And even I was like, every time you're playing the game, I'm just like, whoa, this music is so cool.
Guys who did Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Get him, Piccolo. But I mean, look at the detail of the super moves too.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's like, I didn't even know they could do that. Woohoo. Especially because how can they make the details so clean and so, like, just, I don't know, when you have no idea, you know, it's like, it's not an animation, it's, you know, people fighting against each other. I don't know. I just don't know how they do it.
No idea. Well, you know what? We're gonna fight Krillin. So, I don't want to fight Ginyu. Aw, no cutscene. Let there be a cutscene. Kind of feel let down by that.
Sadness.
I know, right?
It's gonna be okay.
Also, when are we gonna run into Vegeta?
I keep getting Clone and Piccolo mixed up, but I'm gonna have to watch more Dragon Ball Super.
Are you ready?
There are really no clones.
Cell. I meant Cell and Piccolo. I'm sorry.
Well,
They're both really tall people.
Cell is an android that I would say that my favorite saga in Dragon Ball Z is the Android Saga. It's such a cool, arc in Dragon Ball Z. Mostly because, you know, you have the Super Saiyans. I didn't like the Namek thing. The Namek thing dragged on so far. I mean, the Android Saga introduced Trunks, which is Vegeta's son from the future, you know? And it had, like, a different mode of Super Saiyan. I think there are a lot of people that really wish that Dragon Ball Z ended with the Android Saga because the Buu Saga was kind of a mixed bag. A lot of people didn't like the Great Saiyaman arc, but I loved it.
Yeah, you were telling me that when it was out. Yeah.
They consider it filler, but it's like, Great Saiyaman isn't filler, it's awesome.
Well, yeah, we love superheroes, so that, I mean, I think it's very cute, especially with Videl being in it and stuff. It's very adorable.
Well, Toriyama was trying to have his characters pass the torch.
Well, I like that they give Gohan his own personality. That's what's cool about it.
Destructo Disc! Oh, there we go.
He's not just another fighter. He's gonna do his own thing and be like a superhero.
Well, I mean, he was trying to hide his identity because Hercule said that he defeated Cell and everything and saved the world.
Yeah.
In reality, it was Gohan, but Gohan just wanted to live a peaceful life, go to school, and he didn't want, you know, his dad was gone. He's the only one looking after his mother and his brother.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to be hassled with, like, oh, I'm the savior of the world type thing. He just wanted to live his life.
Yeah.
So he let this guy who thought he defeated Cell become the superstar.
We're running some tests on 18 over at the Capsule Corporation. There's nothing wrong with her physically, so she should come around soon. It's gonna be okay. Relax, Krillin. You look like it's the end of the world.
Well, it kinda is. But I take your word over doom and gloom any day. Thanks, Bulma.
I'm doing my best to make this a seamless thing for you guys too. So it feels more animated.
Bulma will throw some contraption together to wake 18 right up.
Excuse me? Let's be clear, I'm not a walking gadget factory.
But you're always tinkering with weird doodads and gizmos.
Doodads? These are inventions, thank you very much.
Listening to you two puts me at ease for some reason. I don't know why. You're right. With Bulma on the job, 18 will be up and operational. No problem.
You know it. Don't worry, 18's in good hands. You just leave her to me.
The thing that's puzzling me right now is Android 16's role in this whole dilemma. The 16 I know wouldn't go along with the Red Ribbon Army's twisted way of doing things.
It's true. 16 was never one of the bad guys.
When Android 16 first showed up on the scene, he did talk about another 16. I wonder if the 16 I saw was a copy, built with the original specs.
Maybe, but I don't know. He didn't seem like a completely different android.
You have a point. Okay. What if he is a copy, but with the original's memory?
Who knows, Bulma? Either way, our only course of action at this point is to find the Army's base.
Guess you're right.
I was conducting the music because I can.
I know.
That's fun. So, Android 16, he's actually a cool character. The only reason that he probably was in the Android saga, though, was to use him as like a means to an end for Gohan to reach Super Saiyan level 2. Because Cell kills 16 right in front of Gohan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, 16 was a pacifist. He was a pacifist robot. He didn't want to fight people. He was pretty strong. Think of him kind of like a Swamp Thing character. You know, he wants to protect the world, but he doesn't really want to do anything.
He has all this power, he doesn't want to use it.
Exactly, but he's no match for Cell, unfortunately.
Good job!
And 18 is Krillin's wifey, or?
She becomes Krillin's wife, yeah. She's the twin sister of Android 17, who, for whatever reason, he's not a playable character in this game. Which is weird because they actually brought Android 17 back in Dragon Ball Super, and they have him pretty much do the same thing that 18 did. He got married, he has kids, he has a family of his own, but because of his immense power, he has a very strange job. So he doesn't, cause problems for people. His job...
Yeah.
He's like a park ranger protecting like dinosaurs and all this other stuff on an island, like all these crazy creatures from poachers.
Wow.
And Android 17, during the Android saga, he was not a robot that was going to stand down and repent for what he was doing. So it was very interesting that Toriyama brought the character back, because even when he was brought back in Dragon Ball GT, he was evil. He killed Krillin and Android 18 because he was disgusted by the fact that she ended up with a human, and not just any human, a weak human.
Oh, he killed both of them. Wow.
In GT.
Well, it's interesting how their personalities definitely changed. Everyone's personalities seem to change a little bit in Super.
Well, that's because the master is back, Toriyama.
Yeah, like they got fixed.
Yeah, totally. Yatta!
Yatta!
That's how we roll.
Well, Goku looks like he's confident.
Goku means business. Now loading.
He likes fighting the best, it feels like.
I don't really dislike the loading screens in this game because they're so quick that it doesn't bother me. It's like, okay, I'm anticipating what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And it's not that long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I have a question. Does Vegeta enjoy fighting as much as Goku?
Over
Or?
there!
Gohan!
Guys, look! It's Gohan!
Yay!
That's a relief. It looks like he just lost consciousness.
What'd you expect? He's made from tougher stuff than you.
Burn.
Give me a break, Piccolo. You know these Saiyans are too robust for their own good.
Brain.
Oh, zombie. Go.
Oh, they're a
Gohan.
stubborn bunch.
Goku, I'll keep this guy company. Get Gohan somewhere safe.
Oh,
Knowing Goku, I bet he used instant transmission to get Gohan out of here.
All right, now that Gohan's all safe with Bulma, finally focus on some fighting. Hey, Piccolo, your face is turned red. Why are you embarrassed?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, man, whatever you say.
Look, never mind that. We need to come up with a way to take care of this guy.
well, Piccolo seems really fun.
Well, Piccolo, he essentially raised Gohan. So when he was like, we need to do whatever we can to make sure that Gohan can escape without any problems,
Yeah.
and then Goku just does his instant transmission
Yeah,
and
Goku already
disappears.
took care of
So
it.
Piccolo was kind of like, what? Because
he
Piccolo
wanted
was
to
trying to be cool
Yeah.
in front of Gohan because Gohan's like his son.
Yeah.
Ready?
he wanted to be the one to, yeah.
Yeah. Now, during Dragon Ball Super, I believe this is the time that Gohan is training with Piccolo again, so he's not, like, at the Universe Martial Arts Tournament, whatever they call it. The one where they're fighting for the fate of their universe so it doesn't get erased by those two creepy children.
Yeah.
So Gohan wouldn't be Ultimate Gohan right now. He would be like half, maybe not even half, maybe a quarter of his strength.
Yeah. I see.
So kind of like that one episode of Dragon Ball Super you saw like almost a year ago where Gohan was, and we watched it in Japanese, Gohan was, he was Great Saiyaman again.
Yeah.
Which was fine for just around town and stuff like that, but then when he faced a really powerful foe, it's actually pretty challenging for him. But it was a great arc, but I wanted it to last longer. It only lasted like 5 episodes.
Oh, so he trains with Piccolo, and then he has to go train with other people when he gets stronger then.
Ooh, yeah, more or less. And Cell's kicking our butt. Stop that, Cell! Time for you to go.
Piccolo is probably really strong, but not as strong as a Saiyan or Super Saiyan. It depends.
It depends, because it all depends on the writing of Toriyama and stuff.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have a cutscene, so hang on. Let's see. If there's no cutscene, I can explain.
Now that
There's a
the clone's
cutscene.
out of the way, we should go see Bulma.
Great. I certainly am hungry. And I bet Gohan's awake by now.
Are they gonna do? Oh, yep.
That's
Dad, you're here. And so's Piccolo.
Hey there, Gohan. Doesn't look like there's a scratch on you anywhere.
Goku, can't you show a little more concern for your son's well-being?
Yeah.
I guess. But Gohan's pretty strong. He looks like he's ready to fight.
Oh my gosh.
Besides, you should know that. I mean, you're the one who's been training him recently.
Yeah, but he's still got a lot to learn.
He's a good dad.
Bulma told me what happened. I want to fight too. I'm ready.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to fighting alongside Gohan.
Sorry, Krillin.
Here's the thing. But I know you've linked with Dad and the others to fight and everything, but I should apologize. I feel bad that you got dragged into all this. From now on, I'll be fighting too. But we're still gonna need your help.
See, he's like a superhero.
Yeah.
He's heroic. He's intelligent.
He's Nightwing.
Yes, but no, he's better than that. I mean, well, not.
And Piccolo is Alfred. Not really.
I don't know.
No. But he's like a modern version of
He's a
Goku.
superhero. He's kind of like Superman.
Yeah.
Goku is an idiot. Gohan is just amazing. You know, he has an amazing wife. He wears a costume and goes out and fights crime. He's fun.
Like, he's more mature than his dad.
Oh yeah.
This seems like it's gonna be a really tough battle. I'm afraid I'm not going to be powerful enough to be of much help in the fight.
Don't sweat it, Gohan. You'll be totally fine. If push comes to shove, we can just fuse together as father and son.
Fuse?
What?
Me and you?
Fusion?
That's a great idea, Dad.
What?
I know, right? But if we fused, what would our name be? Goku? Or maybe Go-How? Gohan? Oh, wait.
I don't want to rain on your parade, but if you screw up, you'll be no more than dead weight. You don't have the time right now to practice, so let's just forget about that.
Oh, really? That's too bad. I wanted to try out that really cool pose just once.
Wait, cool. Are you talking about the fusion pose?
Huh? Yeah, it's really cool, don't you think?
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's right, Gohan. I'll teach you the fusion pose after the fight. Sound good?
Really? Thanks.
If he thinks that fusion pose is cool, he is definitely Goku's son.
What are you mumbling over there, Piccolo? Are you making fun of me? Uh-oh, here comes the enemy. Less mumbling and more fighting, guys. Let's go!
Oh, yeah.
This is great. I love the character interactions. So, just like that one movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, you know, that one character, Goku may be Gohan's father, but Piccolo is his daddy.
Yeah.
Because Piccolo, you can really tell he cares. And he used to be like a bad dude. Like, back during the Dragon Ball days, he was nasty. But to answer your question about Piccolo before, Piccolo fused with different Namekians, but instead of like a fusion where Saiyans fuse together to become a powerful being, it's only temporary.
Yeah.
When a Namekian fuses with another Namekian and gets their power, the other Namekian ceases to exist and becomes a part of Piccolo's strength.
Whoa.
So Piccolo is the combination of a Namekian named Nail from the Namek arc with Frieza, and Kame was like the guardian of Earth, and he was dying, and he fused with Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, wow.
And essentially, I would say Piccolo's strength with Kame is like a Super Namek, so it'd be Super Saiyan level 1.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
Alright.
Maybe like Super Saiyan 1.5.
Oh, wow.
Not 2,
Okay.
but, you know, kind of strong, because he did beat up Cell when he fused with Kame. Well, Cell's second form.
Yeah.
And then once he reached his third form, it took Super Saiyan level 2 Gohan to win. Which is when they have the lightning around their transformation with the yellow hair.
Whoa.
I know, exciting, right? But anyway, guys and gals, unfortunately, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you Sunday with more Dragon Ball Fighters. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya.